Cindered Shadows. The Rite of Rising.
Oh, was that your voice? For some reason I thought that was Yuri. Okay.
Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Yeah, I have heard of... She's buried at the monastery, too. Why was I introduced in a way that made it sound like no one had heard from my father and no one even knew of her? What? I want to hear more about my parents. Yeah, I am curious. Probably would have saved this for later if I went to do it on my own, but...
Yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
What was my father back like then? From what I hear, he's like basically the same.
Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds.
Really? Did she grow up in the area?
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised.
Citri. Okay. Citri.
Back then, Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions.
I wonder who I take after.
It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
Outside? Was she not allowed? It's pretty safe to assume that she grew up here to some extent. Maybe not in the abyss, but... Frail, though. Is that why she died? From sickness?
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it.
Now, it sounded like both of you, idolize him to some extent. So, if she couldn't travel beyond the monastery walls, but what about my backstory? So many questions.
I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task.
Okay, he totally did then.
Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
Well, fuck that. I'm doing nothing for the Archbishop. I was forced into this, but I have enjoyed being a teacher, as mediocre as I probably am.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted.
Okay.
I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights. And perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you. Always.
Okay.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
It's very interesting. Particularly because I wonder how much of this is revealed in the main story. Like her name and... Because that seemed more fluff. But maybe once I learned more about what actually happened. Because there's no way that's not going to be relevant eventually, yeah?
Not a word. And they wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Wait. Did we fight and kill them for no good reason? Sure, there might be something important here, but if our goal is to just keep people safe... Caramba. Can we work with them? Like, legitimately, there might be something more important on the line, but in terms of our current priorities, we should be something like... Well, maybe we should try to work with them to keep people safe. Or is our pride in the way?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind. But the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish. Though, again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
Chasm of the Bound just a name someone made up, but Chalice of the Beginnings is a thing, right? What does it do? A hero's relic, maybe?
I've never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising.
Okay. I'm guessing it's something probably conceptually similar-ish to the Holy Grail?
The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
Right, this was mentioned before, wasn't it? He might just talk about both. What is the Rite of Rising?
It is a ritual that is believed to have the power to resurrect a life that was lost. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
At the beginning, didn't they say they are trying to bring back Seros, or the goddess, or something like that? Doing these a bit spread out means that I'm forgetting stuff, but you know.
Oh, yes, the Chalice of Legend. My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrick Mock's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
Excuse me.
Whoa. It was restored, and I I got 5 uses. I thought it would be restored all the fuck. As usual, that's not cheap. God, that's not cheap either. Oh my goodness. Okay,
Come back
I think that's
anytime.
where I'm going to leave Cindered Shadows for now. I think there's definitely worse ways that we could have gone about this. Canonically, we're going to go back up, do our thing. Didn't really find much, but we'll keep an eye out for any new things on that, legend and whatnot. So, we'll come back down here at, some point when it seems relevant. So, I'm going to call that for a recording session because over 3 hours now. Holy shit. I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone. And hello and welcome back to the relative safety of the main game. So, last time, we had a side diversion where we went down to the abyss and we fought some guys and we figured out that none of the stuff we were looking into with the mysterious illness and whatnot was relevant there, so... But we did learn about a nice thing involving, reviving the dead, so... Woo! For now... Hard to go against Explore. Let us, continue.
I do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy and a bit... It is a struggle merely to stay conscious. Are you feeling the same?
No, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at the moment.
Why must you be so difficult? I know the entire contents of your heart and soul, so you should know there is no fooling me.
Oh, right, we passed out. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I lied, but it was not on purpose. Sorry. Oh. Catherine reading something. Missing students. Oh, that can't be good. Precious item. Delivery. This is pretty common. We're getting a lot of these. Train. Oh, yeah, it's probably a set of battles like the other ones. Felix, though. Interesting. Okay. Available secrets, yeah. I imagine that's... Yeah, I think I already have that, or... I've done that before. Apparently it just pops up. Again.
Chatterbox, what's wrong with you? Go home.
I mean, I will, eventually. Chatterbox, though. I sort of like it.
Good. No offense, but you look awful. Get some rest, okay? Sleep is really important when you're feeling down.
Really? Okay. Huh. That's neat. And I didn't realize I could do mission assistance with them, too. Interesting. So I legitimately look bad. That's good to know. I'm sorry, Sothis, for lying. Apparently.
I can't shake the feeling that what went down in Meijer Village is something other than a plague. I guess it's best not to go sticking our noses in it, lest they get cut off.
Well, it doesn't sound like you have much to give, so... Any useful information?
News of the affair at Meijer Village has reached me. The situation seems rather dire. Any threat to the lives of the common folk must be met with swift action.
A commendable position. I feel as though she'll be more happy hearing me praise her.
Though House Nouvelle has fallen, it is still every noble's duty to provide for the common folk. Given your concern, would it not be appropriate for you to depart rather than idling the time away?
Well, how about you wanna join us for this?
Oh, have you come to beg my assistance? Then rejoice, for you have the aid of a Nouvelle. You did come seeking my aid, yes. Hopefully with something befitting my station?
for me being the sort of person that's like, well, I don't really want all these annoying, like, noble characters, and she's like the first one of them that's available. She doesn't seem so bad. Honestly, none of them seem so bad except What's-His-Face and Golden Deer. Whenever I play that, I'm probably going to kick him out of the, like, party of people that are leveling up, like, as soon as I can, honestly.
An assignment for the Officers Academy? How splendid! I was a former attendee there myself, you know. I shall be a model of grace in my duties.
How old are you then? 18? You're not actually older than most of the other people. Like, Hubert's the oldest. I tend to forget that. He's like multiple years older. And then Sylvain's weirdly old too. Then Anna. The weirdness that is Anna. Speaking of unit appearance though. Can put everything on her. Intriguing. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Okay. You'll look like a proper student for at least a little bit.
I hear you partied hard after winning the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. That a fact? Fighting, drinking. Damn. Maybe I should have crashed that party. Truth is, I knew you'd win. Counted on it, in fact. What do I mean by that? Don't worry about it.
I don't even have a problem with that, personally. Well, it must look like I partied hard. I imagine Echo is a massively big drinker. Like, it doesn't really show her face, but she just drinks all the damn time. Here. Give me like 10 shots. Now. I'll pay for the good stuff. I don't need this money for my students and keeping them alive. God. Have you ever killed anyone? Yes, lots of people. It's sort of normal.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yep.
But only bad people, right?
Nope. Nope. Actually, it is a kid. Fuck it.
What? Seriously?
Complicated world, kid. Are you lonely? Should I come and actually talk to you more often?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Mr. Backup doesn't come by anymore, which is fine. Not incredibly rude or anything. Nope, just fine.
That sounds fine. Who's Backup? I don't actually remember this.
Want to help me out with my magical research? I just need to open you up and have a look inside. No? Well, would you lend me a few hairs at least?
Well, your standards change quickly.
Pardon me. Can you get your hands on something valuable that you can't get on the surface?
What is it? I'm not gonna make judgments until I know what it is.
Money first, friend. How much you got? Ah, no, let me stop you there. That won't be enough. Maybe next time. See you around.
What an... okay, and bye. I wonder if that actually was something. It sounded like a scam. It sounded like a big-ass scam. Do I don't have that much money, but you know. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, damn. I forgot about you. You suspicious-looking motherfucker.
Need something, Professor?
Ooh.
I was just asking Monica here to be less demanding of Lady Edelgard's time.
That expression on your face from before. Did I actually catch you off guard? Maybe she put you off guard.
Hey, it's not like I'm bothering her. Sorry for the ruckus, Professor. Please don't worry about it too much. Nothing to worry about here.
I wish you would worry about it a little more.
Well, be careful around her. I want to say that out loud, but man.
This is my first time working with the Gerald. The legend known across the ages as the Blade Breaker. And I get to see him with my own eyes. That means I have to try my absolute hardest.
Okay. I still don't think very highly of him myself, but okay.
I am so happy to be part of your class, Professor. I honestly cannot recall the last time I interacted with others on a daily basis like this. It reminds me of when I was a child. That was so very long ago now.
This is... Wait. How long ago? No, I had a thought. I started editing stuff, and I've edited like the first 4 or 5 episodes, and I noticed this game cuts off my thoughts, and I lose them so fucking often. Fuck, what was my original thought? Like, what was the big roadblock to you being a student beforehand? Is it because you're not a child, technically? How long ago?
Oh, I mean, very, 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 very long ago.
How you said that, too. Okay, could you be more specific? Decades? Hundreds of years? Are you immortal? Are you the goddess? Are you Geralt in disguise? So this is my current bullshit theory. Geralt's the goddess. Everyone else is just Geralt in disguise. So I'm pretty sure that'll end up being true.
The librarian is always out and about these days. And just when I had some questions about a book I'd borrowed. Ugh, now I'm so curious about where he's gone off to. He'd better come back soon.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Thomas? Oh, he's gone? The one I was told that was suspicious? I'll try to remember that.
Professor! The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was such good fun, don't you think?
Ignatz, how long are you going to keep harping on about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Oh, come on, let me gush. Did you see how the house leaders came together after the battle? What an incredible thing to witness. Harmony, even after something so hard fought.
True. If they can keep playing nice, perhaps there will be peace in Fodlan after all.
You guys even saying that makes me feel as though that's supposed to be foreshadowing, so... Does sort of make sense that you have to choose sides, if that's how it's gonna go down.
I get it.
Meijer Village is in Empire territory, but it's still relatively close to the monastery. Oh, but you know all about that, don't you? The story goes that it was in Meijer Village that Alois found you.
The story? Are we gonna write this down in the history books after this? Oh, please do.
Professor.
Considering how cool I looked as part of it.
I heard about Meijer Village from some of the knights. It's certainly troubling. If it's a contagion, we at Garrick Mach should be on the lookout as well.
That's true. I don't really believe it is, though, so you don't really have to worry about that too much.
Oh? Well, that's better. But I wonder what the real cause could be. Your words are oddly persuasive, Professor, even if they're not exactly based on anything.
Oh, that's rude. They're based on stuff, just nothing I told you. And stuff I might not remember from last time I was in the main story. God damn you.
Congratulations on winning the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Did you get a special reward? I certainly feel like I earned a special reward. Don't you, Professor?
What? Do you want me to give you a special reward? No. Winning is its own reward. I say in a monotone voice as I don't really believe it.
I was afraid you might say that. I do wish you dote on me just a bit more.
Nah, you're fun. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's 5 stars. Huh. Some with a passion about Crest. There's a few people that are pretty interested in that. Linhart and the Professor.
Of the 4 or 5 years since I started here, this is certainly the busiest.
It was 4. I've been here 5.
What's a year here or there? Don't be petty now, Shamir.
You count your enemies the same way.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are? Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to ignore you, Professor.
As you were saying,
Oh,
it's been a
God.
busy year. There never seemed to be enough hands for the work.
Oh, yeah, the nights seem weirdly small. Yeah, I can sort of feel Catherine. We'll probably see her undoing due to something like that one day.
That reminds me. Do you have that thing? If you do, we want it.
Want? No, we need it. Give it to me, not her.
Hey now, I'm the one who brought it up. We may be friends, but that's just rude.
Huh? Do I even have it?
Hey you, do me a favor.
Where did I... Do I have it? I don't remember getting anything like that. I'll walk away for now and never think about it again.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, except that Tomas departed the monastery and has yet to return. Consider that reported. He's been gone for periods of time before and has always returned, so I'm not too worried. Still, I wonder what in the world he's doing out there.
I wonder if someone knows. He is supposed to be the librarian of all people, right? It is interesting. You're always nothing to report. Oh, okay. Here's something to report. And it seems like the guy down in Abyss is basically like, I have something to report. Now let me tell you all about trivial bullshit. Just like the complete opposite as we steal another cabbage. Thanks, guys. Oh?
You know, Professor, the tournament fish and the meal we indulged in after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, why, all of the food I've eaten in this monastery has been absolutely delectable. Every last bite of it.
Food really is the only thing you think about, huh?
Hardly. I think about all sorts of things.
Oh, like tomorrow's menu, for instance?
Give or take.
You know, Professor, why...
Oh.
So...
I have a request.
My father's been curious about your competence as a fighter. Under all I've seen, I don't see the need to test you, but he insists that you show me your skills in a mock battle with troops from House Fraldarius. Okay. Sure, I'll do this, and next month or something I'll try to recruit you. That seems like a good plan in terms of time and timeline, doing that timeline-wise. And then,
Investigating Meijer Village. Be on your guard.
You are a man of many words.
When news reached us of the disturbance, ours was the first unit dispatched to Meijer. We had renowned scholars and accomplished magic wielders with us. In all honesty, I was scared witless the entire time. For all we knew, it was an epidemic like the rumors suggested. And rumors aside, that place had an eerie air about it that chilled you right to the bone.
Interesting. That's probably not a disease, so...
They say that things rarely, if ever, go according to plan. Still, plan we must. After all, if we don't effectively force things to go our way, nothing will be achieved. How about you, Professor? Are you leading the life you envisioned for yourself?
Do I have a vision for my life? If we're going to talk about no vision, I definitely am successfully achieving that.
Your character must be stronger than most.
Or my ambitions lower. Combination of the two. A big old combination of the two.
Professor. Hey, Professor. Can I get your advice on something? I just don't know what to do anymore. I used to think they were the best, but now I can't even stand looking at them.
Time heals all wounds. He's talking about food, right? Time heals all wounds. If I wanted to give an actual... Well... I'd say if I were to give advice to a blossoming youth on being worried about trivial bullshit, it's okay to be worried, but there's a big asterisk to that.
But worrying about it won't solve my problems. What if I can never eat fish again?
Nah, that's okay. I don't actually like fish, so fine by me. Fine by me.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. I didn't catch a single fish last month. But this month, oh, this month.
Yep, time to give up. 100%.
That's exactly what Captain Gerald said. You're going with the captain to investigate Meijer Village soon, aren't you? It feels like so long ago that you two came here.
Doesn't it? This is the day that the first episode goes up to, so... like when I'm actually recording this. Oh, hey Ash, you did a good job in the abyss.
I'm worried about Meijer. That affliction is a little too mysterious for my liking. I'm pretty sure it's not normal.
Are you afraid of ghosts? I'm gonna fuck with him. I heard it's the work of a ghost spectre.
What? Ah, come on, don't tease me. But what if it really was something like that? How could we hope to stop it?
Run away! Abandon the village! Abandon ship! Woo!
I know you figure medicine and magical healing are two ways to do the same thing, but it's way deeper than that. Medicine is all about preventing infection and suppressing symptoms with, well, medicine. That's probably obvious. But magical healing is focused on closing up wounds faster, raising a body's vital energy, stuff like that.
So basically, medicine introduces new chemicals in order to change the situation in your body in order to offset certain issues, while magical healing basically accelerates your own ability to heal yourself. Basically. That's my impression. Gardening. Man, I really wish I noticed. I probably could have a significantly higher professor level if I didn't, if I noticed earlier. Wait, your father was here?
Hey, Professor, did you see that my father came by during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Did he come to the battle, or did he come by the monastery and was like, where's Gasper?
He left soon after, but I saw him talking to Edelgard first. I wonder what they could have to talk about.
Probably something involving you. Could be Empire business, though. Doesn't he have a high rank in that?
I guess that would make sense. He is the Minister of Military Affairs, after all. Still, though, I could have sworn those two didn't get along.
Really? Interesting. I imagine it probably has something more to do with him seeing you and being like, yeah, I want him to find success in life, and the best chance would probably be working with Edelgard, right? Probably something more like that.
Hey, what is it? Sorry, I've got a cold.
No, you don't, you motherfucking liar.
How would you know? My act was perfect. Alas, 'tis no mere illness of the body, but a malign affliction of mine soul. So, back to bed.
Did you write that yourself? Feel like I made progress last month. It's all gone now. God damn it.
Professor.
Complicated love letter. Oh, that'll be fun.
Professor, you seem unwell. How are you faring? If you're not feeling well, I'd strongly recommend some rest.
I guess it must be very, very noticeable.
Let me consider. Professor, tell me, is this about Meijer? There are more villagers acting strangely today than yesterday. Knights have been dispatched, yet the underlying cause is as yet unclear, and the most anyone can do is stand back and watch. It is most distressing. Professor, what do you think about all this?
Well, punishment from the goddess. Oh, that's hilarious. It could be in this world, too. I want to say it for that reason. Realistically, I almost think it might end up being like a zombie thing, but I don't know.
The goddess! You have spoken near blasphemy. and I would suggest a hasty apology.
Okay. You will, I will write you an apology post haste. Just, sit by your room and, wait for it until it comes.
Professor, what have you got there? My goodness, that is just what I've been looking for. I can offer nothing more than this, but I do ask that you consider trading with me.
I don't know what it is, but no.
I see. That's quite a shame.
Is that a... What quest is this? Nothing from you. Huh.
Well, good day, Professor. Well then, I should go.
Nice talking to you. Hope you had a good day, too.
Meijer Village. Is that not where you met Edelgard? If you had not been there, something terrible could have happened. Did one of the house leaders know that mercenaries were staying in Meijer Village? I wonder. It will remain a mystery for now. All we can do at this point is speculate.
That's a really fucking good point. That's a really, really fucking good point. Who led them here? Claude led them to that village, right? With his strategic retreat, right? Ooh. Normally I'd think Edelgard, because she's obviously up to stuff behind the scenes. But, Claude probably is too. I don't think Dimitri is, though. He seems way too... naive, I'll say.
I fear I may become a social recluse soon. My life consists of wearing a groove in the floor between the library and the dining hall. Although I guess a real recluse wouldn't leave their room, eh?
Bernie!
That would be me if you weren't my teacher. Locked away in my room, reading, napping, never to be seen. I never see Bernadetta outside of class. I wonder what it is that she does in her room all day.
Tries to consistently think up excuses for not going outside. Seemed like she put a lot of work into that sick act of hers.
What in the world is happening in Meijer Village? I hear even the knights have been dispatched. I hope it's nothing too serious. After all, that's where we first met. I have valued memories of the place.
Oh, I love you too, Claude.
I wonder how Meijer Village is faring. Hopefully we're not dealing with some new epidemic. It wouldn't be unheard of. Almost 20 years ago, a terrible plague blazed through Fargus. It even hit the capital city, taking the queen consort's life. Or so I heard. The whole kingdom was in an uproar over that loss. The person who saved the kingdom wasn't a doctor, but a holy woman, the fair Lady Cornelia. After that, she was awarded the honor of being a mage in the service of the royal family. She sounds like an amazing woman, but she must be pretty old by now. But hey, maybe she's aged like a fine wine.
Yeah, like Lady Rhea. Ay, caramba. Oh my goodness. I'd like to graph the respect I had for him during that whole conversation. Rising, 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 negatives, 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 and done.
The knights go out from Garreg Mach to take on all kinds of other duties. I'd sure like a job like that one day. Then again, I don't know. Serving Lady Rhea here is pretty good.
You can do whatever the fuck you want. Pretty mad on you anyways. Oh, hey. You two are actually talking.
Professor, Captain Gerald just told me. Meijer Village is in a bad way, right?
The situation there is worrying, yes. But tell me, how was your vertigo?
Wait. Okay, never mind. For some reason I had it in my head. I thought she called me kid for a second. Like she was like, oh, this is the captain's kid. She's just a kid. I'll be honest about it. It's a little unsteady.
Are you not feeling okay? You should get some rest.
If you must go to the village, make sure you're in good health before we depart.
Good point. We'll keep that in mind. Not sure how much I can actually rest. I wonder if there actually would be an advantage for me choosing rest. on one of the weeks before we leave, specifically because of this.
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary?
I don't really know it very well. I guess if I were to say, let's take Echo's actual personality. Wants to be a good teacher, simply because wants to do good. Like, I suppose, what's the motivation for wanting to be a good teacher? You know, just wants to help the kids, right? I don't really have an attachment to the mercenary stuff, so at this moment I would say I do not, because if I went on to do something else, I'd probably just, do something else.
Is that so? I suppose you have become accustomed to your new line of work. This month's assignment will again take you outside of Garrick Mach, to Meijer Village. It was in Meijer that you first met Alois and the rest of his order, was it not? Half a year has come and gone since then. How quickly time passes.
It is interesting, yes. You're acting really suspicious, though, so... Wonderful painting shot in the mouth. This is Ignatz Brownlee. What a shame that keeping this masterpiece all to myself. Can you think of a art-loving Garrick Mach I can share it with? Not Alois. Not Sylvain. I guess it depends on the portrait. Hubert seems like he'd enjoy that sort of thing. He may seem not like... You might not guess so, but... As in, yeah, I don't think he'll like the answer. Oh well. I'm trying to settle and give her a certain young lady who's experienced tough times as a... Sadath! God damn it, it's so fucking obvious. She's a student recently, so that wouldn't be something that she would dislike. An academic textbook? Honestly, you sort of... Oh my god. Eloise probably was the answer, wasn't it? I'm being realistic about it.
Yes, this is a place of mysteriousness. I have awareness of how much difference every part of the world is. In a place alike to this place, you can imagine the goddess of Fodlan truly existing. At times I miss those places in Bridget. At times, I am missing those places so painfully.
Oh. Well, if it being near an area is the only thing that's allowing you to believe in it, then I'd question the validity of it in the first place, which is actually realistically the painful part for you. But, sort of reinforces some of my beliefs about this place. Well, best of luck, Petra. Not much I can do for you, is there? It seems like everyone fucking needs writing for the master classes, so...
This one?
Writing,
You're
basically.
all set.
Yep.
See you again soon.
Oh, hey, did you get that academic textbook?
What is it? I'm in the middle of my daily duties. I assume you know by now that the four saints are all-important figures in the teachings of Seros.
Meh.
Still, I have a particular fondness for Saint Sethlene.
I have no fucking clue.
I have something
just
to
between
ask
us.
of you.
Many students have disappeared recently. Many? What? If you happen to learn anything pertinent, please inform me quickly and discreetly. Many. What? What? How is this being kept up? When Flame disappeared, everyone fucking knew. You fucking hypocrite. Holy shit. My god. Should I say, my goddess?
During the Red Wolf Moon, wild monsters make ready for the winter to come, stirring more than at any other time of the year. You were off for Meijer Village, isn't that right? Watch your step on that journey. May the goddess protect all of you.
My goddess, could you shut up, etc., something else that gives me an excuse to say that?
You do not look well. Are you sure you aren't coming down with a cold or some other ailment? Please, visit a doctor before your situation worsens. I suppose the infirmary is also an option. Though when I went there the other day, I was unable to receive medical guidance, as Professor Manuela was drunk and fast asleep on the floor.
Truly a shining example of the church.
I could use your help.
I know it's inappropriate to write love letters to someone in her position, but I can't help but feel the way I feel. It may only inconvenience her, but could you deliver this? Someone in her position. I hope it's Edelgard. That would be funny.
Oh, goodness. Is something the matter, Professor? You look a little pale. Please be careful. It's so easy to catch a cold this time of year.
I suppose it is that time of year. I didn't really consider that. Saving the best for last.
How are you feeling, Professor? You look rather ill, if you don't mind my saying so. Are you sick? If so, I would urge you not to push yourself too hard. Take some rest.
What an unexpected kindness.
What is that supposed to mean? Never mind. If you're not feeling well, you should stop trying to walk it off and simply lie down.
Yeah. He's an ass, but he's also, not an ass. In very specific ways. Missing student poster. Wait, why is there a poster? Are students, taking it into their own hands? To, oh my, this can't be good. The students are... someone's aware if they're making a poster. Especially if, what's-his-face is trying to keep them down low before this. Oh, Blaine. Oh, sure, why not?
Excuse me, Professor. May I have a moment of your time?
Certainly, I have many choices.
Ah, wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is. You see, I happen to be quite curious about you.
Are you really the one who should be doing this? You want to go back and forth? No. Why is that?
Well, because there is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery. I could not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words. Were I to wax poetic, I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor?
I guess a few times, yeah. Not that I remember them.
The sea is vast, boundless. On the surface, all seems still. Yet beneath that stillness, it is unfathomably deep. Within, it teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow. And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same. About fish, of course. Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea. During a storm, the once calm waters become mighty enough to overturn even the vastest ships. Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power. My brother was uncertain of you at first. He once referred to you as a youth of dubious origin. Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work. So surely you'll understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little. Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you?
I don't actually know. That's suspect.
Wait, you do not know your own age? You truly are mysterious. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine. I wonder... Could you be younger than your own students?
Ooh, and how old are you? Yay.
Who? Me?
Great question. Great question.
Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here.
Oh, that's such an obvious lie. You look younger than the others.
Be that as it may, it is simply not the case. Oh, by the way, you should know I had actually been considering enrolling in the academy for a while. I have endured hard times, but I am so grateful that those very experiences led to my acceptance at the academy. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
If anything, you're more suspicious than I am. Okay, whatever it is, I don't actually believe,
The 4 you count your... If I take... As you were saying... That want? Hey now.
I don't actually believe that
I have a favor
Catherine
to ask.
would use it the best. Oh, could I request both, or...
Of the 4, it was... If I take... As you were saying... That want? Hey now.
I can
Hey,
accept
you.
both of them.
Do me a favor.
Okay. How does that play out? So is this part of a quest?
I can offer nothing more than this. But I am in your debt, Professor.
That was a quest one, wasn't it? Are we playing a game now? We're just looking for the next person who really wants it.
I thought we might make it through last month in peace. But no, another incident just had to arise, didn't it? If only this debacle had to do with crests, why, I'd have gone and dealt with it in an instant.
Well, it might. Someone might be using their crest to do some spooky magic. Maybe that's why the magicians can't, figure out what's going on.
Hey, wait a minute. What you've got there, isn't that... Please, could you let me have that? Here, I'll give you this in return. Fantastic! Thanks, Professor. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
So I'm guessing we're gonna get that two-stone whetstone at the end here. Or two-sided or whatever. I wonder.
It was in Meijer that you half a year.
Oh, nothing's happening there. Huh, okay.
Professor, I picked this up, but... Oh hey, it worked out perfectly. Want to trade me what you're holding for it?
What did I even get?
Thanks, Professor. This is great.
Okay. Why do you have that above you? I can't do anything with it.
Well done. You have my thanks.
It's done? Gotta... You know, I haven't really looked into what shields do. Because that doesn't really seem like... Maybe it's like some of the ring stuff where you can equip it. Maybe that's how it works technically. Or maybe you have to have a class that actually uses shields or something.
Hello. Hello, Professor. What's that you've got there? Would you mind trading it with me for this?
People are so quick to ask.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great care of it.
The Path of Dawn. That sounds... interesting. Marianne wants? What? Why? Do I need to, like, trade with every single person? There's an actual name.
Professor? It's about that thing you have there. If it's not too much of a bother, would you trade it for this?
There's an actual name for this. Oh, it's like some... I think it's like some Christmas party sort of, like, game that you can do with presents. That I'm thinking of at the very least.
Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever.
You just gave me fucking... What is a Path of Dawn, and how is it worth a... How on earth is it worth medicinal eye drops? My freaking goodness world.
That's a nice thing you have there, Professor. Don't suppose you're planning on using it yourself. Why don't you trade it for this? Sounds good, right? Excellent doing business with you, Professor. I've always wanted to say that.
We go. Okay, there's the two-tone whetstone thing. What the fuck's up with Rhea, too? I have no idea. Okay, they give the same amount of renown. I don't really care about getting better sword or bow or whatever. But realistically, I feel like she's gonna put it better to use than, you.
You brought it, Professor? How? You can't give it here. You won't regret it.
My bad.
You brought it, Professor? Hand it over and I'll make it worth your while. How? You can't even afford your own drinks. Give it here. You won't regret it. Excuse me? I asked first. Why don't we let the Professor decide?
Shamir feels like she'll make better use of it.
Her? What a letdown.
You made the right choice. Here's your reward. I'll let you borrow it later, Catherine, if you quit sulking. Thanks.
Ha! So you know how to follow instructions. Still, remain respectful to Catherine as well. Whatever. Whatever. You gave a basic whetstone. What is that too? Oh, it's just a gift. Okay. What on earth? Is there like a... Oh, the freaking confession letter quest. Oh, okay, okay. I forgot about that. I got so wrapped up in the other thing.
It was half a year.
Oh, wow, okay. That's hilarious. A student love letter to the freaking... basically the Pope.
I appreciate this.
Well, have fun with that.
Impressive.
You actually did it? You delivered to Lady Rhea? Oh, that's so embarrassing. How will I ever face her? Oh, well, thanks anyways. Would you prefer me not to? Whatever. Okay, I think that's everything I can do before, facilities and whatnot. Well, that's unfortunate. Here, let's try it again. Oh well, I got her into the green, so that's probably a good sign at the very least. The freaking, like, trombone that came in. It's like, wah, wah, you fucked up. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. I'm not gonna save scum that, but one extra try I don't mind.
Do you miss the food of your homeland, Petra? I wish there was a way to get some for you.
I have gratitude for your kindness, but it is okay. I am liking the food of Fodlan.
I still don't get what actually drives any of that. Like, there's obviously unique dialogue some of the time. Other times just like, oh, I love this food. Just don't really get exactly what drives that and how. You can't do reason? Who can do reason then? I don't know. Still trying to debate exactly how I should go about this, just because the master classes have such fucking weird options. Lance is big on most of them, so getting it up at least some wouldn't be a bad idea, probably.
The glory of...
You have reason on you? Interesting. I do actually have faith a little bit. And I think the DLC class has sword and faith isn't a thing. I almost want to, like, just not do it just because, though. Maybe that's just me. You're good of swords, too? Oh, I had this thought when I was editing the first episode. So she looks a lot like that woman. I'm pretty sure they called her Saros at the beginning. And I remember making the note when they threw down, like, their swords at the very beginning cutscene. Like, well, you don't look like you'd be very good at brawling, and then she was really good at brawling. Like, close hand-to-hand combat. So, interesting thought, eh? I've had worse things.
I still have...
I've had worse options. There's a few options there. Sylvain, maybe? He was, like, the only one who's ever gone into history on, like, anything. Okay, I tried a few, but...
If you're in my
God.
life, that would be...
I know we hear, like, an academic that likes reading, but I never really You never did anything that made me think that you were big on history specifically.
Oh,
Unfinished Fable writing stories. Another one that I'm not sure about. Who would like writing stories? Halloween, maybe? He does have his, no, he's jokes, not like fairy tales. Annette seems like she might be the sort. Maybe Bernadetta, if that's what she really does in there all that time. The fuck?
What is it? I assume still.
Like, both of these are ones that I just never would have imagined.
Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning it.
You like writing? Like, stories? I never got that impression. Huh. Interesting. Frequently works outside. The gatekeeper? I want to find one of his lost items, man, and be like, I have something to report.
Then again.
So you're the only one that I know that even does the manual labor, so...
Hey, that's mine.
Yeah. Fond of art, so probably Ignatz. Whatever his name was, I'm pretty sure that's what his name was. So this is obviously a late observation.
Ah, Professor. Oh, what an
True.
But yeah, really do remind me of Elliot from Cold Steel.
Someone lost that, huh?
Really? Who else is even fond of art? I don't know. Bernie?
What is it?
You're fond of art?
I've been looking for...
Why are you fond of art? So many... God damn it. Poster promoting Manuela, the Miracle Song. She's probably nice. Okay. Dorothea. Probably the only person who looks up to her.
How did you know I lost them?
Complicated. Lovely. Yeah, it was either you or Manuela. You or Manuela.
No, that's not mine.
Really? You don't... Who... Sylvain? No. Ingrid. Actually, let's try Sylvain, but... Ingrid, that makes a lot of sense for her, doesn't it?
Oh, that's mine.
Okay. Good thing I tried him, at least. Baking or eating sweets. The, super young girl, her. Elizethea. Her or Flane are the big sweets ones, in my head.
Words.
Then again, this actually sounds sort of familiar, so...
What? Did someone lose?
Okay, it's not. Okay, this is also probably you.
Oh, this
Also,
is
if she
mine.
thinks I'm sick, does she... If she thinks I'm sick, does she really want it? Also, if I'm actually sick, I'm like spreading this shit. Acutely aware of their nobility. There are a few options. Hey, Constance. It's probably her, right? No? Yeah. Shock and awe. Slacking in their training. Oh, that's one I can't give back? Favors the bow. Few options there. Ash. Probably not Claude, given the route. And, Bernie, maybe? Okay. Surprising me. I thought you liked lances.
Oh, that's mine.
Whatever. Connection to the imperial capital of the past. Oh, it's some noble that has a connection. I don't know. Enbar? The fuck is Enbar? Like, I might know stuff if I paid attention to the nobility backgrounds, but when I got to that point, I was like, no, I don't care. That's too much.
I hope it reminds...
God damn, I'm learning so many random bullshits.
Oh!
Why is this yours? How are you connected to that? Ah! Oh my goodness. And yes, I'm like trying a few. I'm trying one. If I can't think of another good one, I look it up and it's like, what? So it wasn't Ignatz, so I'll also looked. I'm at the point where my God. Pretty sure that was another one I couldn't do. Skilled Swindler. Who's a good swindler? Oh. This is probably This is probably for the guys in the Abyss at this point, aren't they? Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, here's Hoppy and Yuri? Maybe, Balthus would be funny. Probably Constance.
I can't shake the feeling. I guess it's...
I can't say I'm surprised you're a swindler, but my goodness, I don't care very much. I don't know. He sort of just bores me. And indeed for her. Okay, that's all the lost items. I could do gifts too, I suppose. Makes sense for her considering how far down she is with all that, I'm sure. Okay, I think I'm going to call that for a time and move on from this section. I'm sort of in that state where it feels like, unless I have a ton more time than I feel like I'm gonna, and I don't honestly know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to master classes on a lot of the guys, basically. Feels more likely than not, basically. Echo included. Probably should adjust their goals to match with the masterclass stuff a bit better. Okay, a lot of lances and a lot of riding for adjustments to the goals to try to get them to a place where they might be able to do the master classes eventually. I'm less concerned about the advanced classes because I feel like there'll eventually be one that they fit into there. I feel like the requirements on the master classes are probably something that I need to get going sooner or later, basically. So, I tried to give them more of that, sort of maybe this kind of in the future. I didn't try to be too committal. Again, I'm not really a min-maxer for this sort of thing. Basically, my idea is more along the lines of I try to give them an idea and progress with that in whatever way is required, basically. Okay, instruction. Have quite a few that are all hyped up for this. You might be good at brawling. That's hilarious. You know what? I actually sort of want to do that. I sort of want to make you really, really fucking good at brawling. Oh.
You see, I shall accept.
So Lance is the thing I really need to get up with you. So might as well aim for that for now.
I'm I won't forget.
Should only need a C for where I want to go with you. Go with Axe for you. At least for... Wow, 4 goods. That's fucking fantastic. My bad. Didn't mean to back out.
Everything...
It is a law.
We didn't have as much motivation as I was actually hoping for between everyone. Oh well. Well, not much I can do, so let's continue.
Professor!
Hey! You know what? No, I can't. Not this week. Definitely not this week. I need to get people going. Have a vision in mind? Oh, sure. Why not?
Oh, it's only you. Is there some reason you're here?
Wait, were you looking for me or was I looking for you? Nah, not really.
The intensity of your gaze puts the lie to that excuse. Oh, I see now. You found yourself captivated by my charms. This sort of thing happens all the time to those of us blessed with such transcendent beauty.
That wasn't it. I'm fine.
If you say so. You seem a trifle stuck on the point, if you ask me. Now then, you may call yourself my tutor if you wish, and I shall attend your classes. But none of this charade will make the idea of a mercenary teaching me any less absurd.
Wait, is this really going? Oh my god.
What was that look? Are you trying to convey that I'm a mere commoner like yourself? Well, you are correct. Think of me as a temporarily embarrassed noble.
Well, at least you're willing to admit it, but my goodness. That look on your face? Echo, looks at Echo, sees the change on the look in Echo's face. Nothing changes. That look on your face. I think you might be projecting a little bit.
Even a gilded wyvern must take refuge in its cave occasionally. But in time, it will soar free once more. I shall fly, bold and beautiful, into the skies again. My nobility and all of House Nouvelle shall be restored.
I won't hold my breath.
What insolence! You hadn't even heard what I was going to say next. When I restore the glory of my house, you may serve me in some menial way. I may even pay you.
Thanks, but, no thanks. Nah, I'm good.
You would decline the honor of attending to me without a second thought? Say whatever you like, if it makes you feel better. It shall not sway me one way or the other. You look as though you want to say something. Allow me to save you the effort. If you intend to tutor me, I will require you to first prove that time will not be wasted. Show me not just your talent for teaching, but your wisdom, your skill, your mettle, your sense of authority. Of course! I've been struck by my own genius. You may assist me in my research. That ought to provide a chance for you to grasp the extent of how magnificent I am. It will also afford me the time I need to scrutinize your character. It's a plan so perfect that you can't turn it down, huh?
I can't. Oh. Echo walks away. Worse for wear. Fan-fucking-tastic. Right, I did see hers as a support available. To my surprise.
Oh, Professor, are you training too? I was just about to finish up, but if you want to join in, I can stick around a while longer.
I might be here a while. Maybe not specifically for you, but you know.
Oh no, it's fine. Just do your thing. Don't mind me. Come on, don't be shy.
We haven't really talked, have we?
Phew. I'm beat, but we're finally done.
Like, I'm interested in her, but I also figured, like, the Golden Deer guys, like, nah, I'm gonna be doing that next anyways. So I've been sort of, like, holding off on them, mostly. You didn't really need to stay for my whole routine.
I was already training when you got here, and I finished right alongside you. Guess I outlasted you, huh?
It's not a competition. Really? Is this really how we're going to do this with her? Oh my.
Speak for yourself. I'm always looking to improve. By the way, Professor, something I wanted to ask.
You can ask me whatever you want.
Are you really Captain Gerald's kid?
That's what I'm told. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that.
That's a pretty detached tone to take about your own family. What's your opinion of him, then? You must look up to him, at least.
I mean, I guess I respect him. He is definitely skilled and he has quite a reputation.
It doesn't sound like you really appreciate him. You didn't even know until you came here that he used to lead the Knights of Seiros, did you? If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be half the person you are now. You probably never even thought about how lucky you are. Oh, okay, this really bothers me. Listen up. I don't care if you're the teacher and I'm the student. I'm going to outshine you. I know you were some famous mercenary before you came here, but let me tell you something. I'm going to be better than you ever were. In fact, I'll surpass you in no time at all. So don't blink. You might miss it.
That might be for the best. I'm certainly not going to discourage that, competitive spirit to become better. That would be irresponsible. At least in my head. Sure, that's all he is too. I'm so indifferent for him. Oh my.
Aha! Found ya! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes.
I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not really sure I want him finding me. Is something the matter?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Seteth around anywhere.
I haven't. Sorry.
Okay, I'm supposed to tell Seteth the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find.
Do you want me to tell you for him?
Nah, I'll find him myself. But if you see him, then find me, please, and tell me where you saw him, okay? 'Cause then I'll know where he is. I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, 'cause there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Seteth and you need to find me, then I might be there.
I don't actually want to help you with anything. Like half of what you're doing is like inefficient. Like you're doing more work out of pure inefficiency as well as pure just like, oh, that seems like it might be a good idea. And out of obligation, you're like, can I help you with anything?
Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing.
Does she have you spying on me? Is that so?
Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Seteth around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah?
Seems like it'll be tough to find you.
Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not... Oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Seteth, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
I'm gonna just not tell Seteth anything. Seteth walks by, it's like, hey Echo, anything up? And I'm just like, absolutely nothing. God, I don't know. I was okay with him at first, and he's progressively got more and more annoying.
With you, I foresee no difficulty. This won't be difficult if we do it together. There's one thing taken care of.
Woo. Okay.
It's starting to take shape.
Let's put this to the test.
Healing focus. Huh.
Hope this is good for something.
Got it. Good to go.
Aha!
Okay. Worse results have happened in the past, so great. Great.